Okay, we are. I think we are live. No. Okay, yeah, yeah. YouTube is not going to work, so we're just going to do Facebook. We should. I think we're hot. Oh no, they can hear you though. Hold on, I'll put you live here in a second. There you go. We have 119 viewers already. Oh, it's the best. Oh fuck! I should have started with the intro. How can I do that? That's gonna be tough, man. I'd have to get the Eno app. Wait, I could just play a live recording from another show. That's what I should have done. We just want to watch ourselves. Yes. Wait, hold on. They said you can only hear me. Can't hear. Okay, hold on. Can you only hear Luke? I thought I had this all figured out. Neil, we had it. We had it. They can't hear you yet. Neil, we had this working, right? You watch back the other one. Let's try this one. How about this? Okay, can you guys hear the band now?
Hello, everyone. Can you hear us?
Hello? Hello?
Hold on. They're on a delay. I have to wait to find out. Yeah, we had it. They can't hear you yet. You had this working, right? You watched back.
Oh, Kunj says that he can hear us now.
Yeah, I can
Oh,
hear
okay,
it.
great.
Yeah,
Okay,
we can
great.
hear
Well, I forgot to turn the audio on.
Oh, look.
Sorry about Luke, guys.
it. Lights and sound.
What's up, everybody? How's your quarantine going?
Fine.
Yeah, not bad, to be honest.
I'm pretty used to staying home all day and working on music. That's kind of what I did for the entire hiatus. It was a nice little warm up.
Yeah.
That's pretty much all I did anyway, was stay home all day unless we were on tour.
Right.
Yeah, I pretty much watched Star Wars all day to begin with. So
wait, which episodes? This is important.
Training for a long time for this. We watched 4, 5, and 6 yesterday and today.
The ones that really count.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. Well, we're gonna watch all of them, but Kari had seen them before, but like she didn't remember a bunch of plot points. So even though it's not chronological in Star Wars universe, I feel like you have to start with how good Star Wars can get, like that Star Wars at its best, because it's about to get really low, really fast.
Are you saying you don't want to start on like episode 1 because by the end, like you'll be
They
like, why are we
just be
watching
totally
this?
disinterested by then, yeah.
But then they only get better, at least for a while, right?
You got Rogue One to look forward to.
It's true,
you know, and yeah.
best one.
Yeah, it is pretty good. Yeah. How are you guys doing?
I mean, doing great. My eyes no longer look like that.
Neil, move to the side so we can see that picture.
That's horrifying.
Neil, why don't you tell the story of why your eyes looked like that for a time, bit?
Well, if anybody out there has ever been scuba diving, there's a thing that can happen to you called mask squeeze. It's where your mask is too tight on your face, and when you go down deep, that pressure gets tighter because, you know, physics. And if you don't equalize it by putting some air in there with your nose, very simple fix, then it's like a 40-minute hickey on your eyes.
Let's
And
see it
that's the
again, Neil.
result.
I can't even believe that was real. It
So I
lasted
looked
for
at
like
that
not
for like a
photoshopped.
month.
it lasted for
I
like a
looked
couple
that for
weeks.
like a month.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we were like loading out of shows, and I would just like walk by you, and you just like ah. I couldn't.
Actually, I have a quick good story about Neil's eyes. When we were driving before the West Coast shows, we were driving. Neil and I and Jeb were driving from the East Coast, and it's like a 5-day drive, super stressful day, and we're like an hour outside of San Francisco, and we're getting off for gas, and this homeless guy like comes up and he's asking for money, and he's pretty aggressive. He's like knocking on windows. He's like, I know you have some money. And he like comes up to my window, and I kind of ignore him, and he goes up to Neil's window and he like knocks on it. He's like, what the fuck is wrong with your eyes, man? I freaked out, just like totally losing. I don't know if I'm supposed to curse, but we'll find
You
out.
do whatever you want, Chuck.
I don't think that CBS is gonna mute us, or NBC, or one of
Did
those.
you say CVS?
Was I allowed to
CBS.
talk? Am I
Oh.
allowed to talk about Star Wars? Just not show footage of it?
Yeah, you can talk
Okay.
about Star Wars.
Okay, good. That's all I'm gonna do tonight. So that's all I got.
All right, Luke, let's do something
Yeah,
productive.
Luke.
Huh?
Drop
All
some
right.
content.
All right, what do you
Yeah,
want to
bro.
do? What do you guys want to watch? I got some. How about this? You want to do French bowling backwards?
Yeah, I want to watch that.
It's a good one to start with.
Okay, let me
Should
see.
we give them a little?
Let me see if I
like
can make this work.
introduction?
Yeah. You guys give it a little intro while I get it set up.
I'll give an intro.
Go for it.
So this was unless somebody else feels like it.
All you.
So the footage you are about to witness is a young and relatively green Dopapod playing at the Higher Ground in Burlington, Vermont in 2011 in the Showcase Lounge. There are two sides to Higher Ground. This is the smaller side. And we played our tune French Bowling, but we did a new arrangement of it where we played the tune backwards. So I don't know what else there is to explain about it, that we played the song backwards. I thought it was
Basically,
pretty cool. I've always wanted to do it again.
we used to be able to actually rehearse much more often and do things like this. And it was, and I was wearing a stupid hat, but what are you gonna do?
Is that from the Big Up? Is
It
that
is
a Big Up hat?
It's a great
It's a
Yeah.
big up hat. It's a cool hat.
I love
It is
that.
a cool hat.
I loved that festival. Yeah.
I do want to say one thing to and if there are any lighting people watching, if you are ever like, oh man, I'm never gonna be any better, just watch how bad the lights are in this video. All right.
Shut up, Luke.
Nice handwritten set list right there.
Luke,
Yeah.
I mean, you're obviously better at lights now, but also those lights were just so shitty. Those were the first lights. It's like the ones with the mirror. Like there's, we should tell the story.
Were those the Shivas?
Yep.
Jeez, yeah. We got those from a guy off of Craigslist for like $400. And
I went with you to get them. That was funny.
He had like a UV cannon. He's like, oh yeah, you're gonna want to get this UV cannon. This thing's gonna shoot out big UV rays. It's gonna be great.
Dude,
like,
honestly, back then, I was so impressionable back then that if you had bought the UV cannon, it probably would have changed my whole career.
Yeah, we should have got the UV cannon in hindsight. But he was like, you guys are in a band. What do you do, leads? You do leads?
Yeah. And he kept showing us videos of his like nephew playing drums.
It was horrible.
That?
It was But anyway, Luke, I don't think you ever did any lights before that.
No, hell no.
This part is cool.
What would be another song that we could do this to that would be cool?
I guess any of them.
Last.
Dude, with like Mucho, start with.
Good idea.
We're like looking at each other like, don't fuck this up.
Yeah.
Like you can hear the counting off.
Ah.
Reverse blast, yeah.
Did you guys think about playing the line backwards here?
We should have.
I think we started working on it. We're like, we don't have that much time.
Wow, Chuck, the Jag staying bass, right?
Oh, not in our charity.
See, that's right. Had a whammy bar.
Whammy bar.
Yeah.
I think some of the parts we did reverse. Like the next part.
Yeah. I mean, you obviously reversed the ending by going up instead
Certain
of down.
things we reversed just the form of the song, but the next part coming up, I think we actually learned it.
I think we reversed like compartments of it, so to speak. You know, like phrases of it.
You know what's a fun little trick that we're kind of doing right here, which is not intentional? But if all of us are looking at one person and like something weird happens, you can kind of pretend it was that person's fault.
It's what?
You can kind of pretend it's that person's fault.
Yeah.
Like, if we messed up right now, it's like definitely Eli's fault. We're all looking at it.
I guess you could just like actually like put it in a like Ableton or something and play the whole thing backwards and learn it that way.
Sure. Oh no, we didn't do that. Oh yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Oh yeah, this is like the phrases are backwards, right?
That's the best part.
You know, we definitely have to pull that special out way more.
That's a way special.
That is sick special.
Dean Hicks wants to know did you guys write it out or listen backwards or both?
I don't think we've ever written anything out in Dopapod, have we?
Except the ending for Super Bowl. We did that.
You know, I found the notation for that from when we wrote it recently.
You should go get
Wasn't it
that.
on a dry erase board?
It was on a
Yeah,
dry
I think I have a picture of
It
it
was
on my
that,
phone.
but I also wrote it in a notebook too. And know what else we wrote down was the riff to flipped, because it kept changing. You know, since where the riff happens and the measure changes. We wrote
still-
flip
we
count.
still
I
mess
remember
it up.
that. We still fuck it up all the time.
Nice.
9 years ago.
We've been doing this for a long time.
Wow, look at that. I'm trying to see if there was anybody that I knew in the audience, since I live in Burlington, Vermont now. But it was too long ago. It's a college town. People bounce.
I guess that means that none of your friends like Dopapod.
That's okay by me. I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
That's
like
cool.
Dopapod. Look at my posters. Yeah.
Yeah, look at you.
Speaking of, you see that Capitol Theater poster to the left of Chuck from your perspective? No, it's to the other way. Yeah. I have one of those. I have two of them. One belongs to Nick, who works for us. And I have another one that we're going to auction off somehow at some point. And
Starting at $10,000.
You know, I have one of those
Or
as well.
one roll of toilet paper.
I have one of those as well. If we want an extra one to auction off.
all right, there are two. There's only one right now. There may be. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Two.
Supply and demand, man. You just cut the price in half.
Oh,
this is
Alex.
actually-
Alex Budney says that he was at that show, so that's cool. There's a Burlington friend who was at that one.
One
Very
cool thing I
cool.
remember about that night was like we walked into the other side and we were like, dude, this room is so big, and like Trey has played here, like, oh, and now like that room's like it's one of the not smaller rooms, but it's not as massive as it was, and I think that's kind of cool. That
Luke,
Yeah.
I think you're mistaking Smashing Pumpkins for
no, I'm
our
not.
band.
No, I'm talking about us.
Yeah.
It's
All right,
like now
I'm-
we just walk into these huge theaters off of our tour buses, and I just had catering for lunch.
All right, I'm leaving.
No,
Bye.
That's the wrong band.
I don't even go outside. I'm just inside the building already, inside the bus.
Yeah.
Did you guys see that video someone shared? It's Billy Corgan on a roller coaster.
Oh my god, it's the best.
Is it actually him on a roller coaster?
You know, there's a song that's like, we don't want to, whatever, but it's just like, as it goes over the top, they just extend it so it's like, we.
It's hilarious.
Oh,
That's good.
Is it possible to pull that up, or like will we get shut down?
I mean,
I don't think we should-
I think
think-
I don't think we should.
everybody go
Everybody knows what to
YouTube
do.
it. Yeah,
yeah,
That
just
is kind of
YouTube
like
Billy
your.
Corgan.
That's like your boss now. That's like one of your bosses.
it's one of my clients, so to speak.
Is he your Facebook friend? Like,
No, he's not
friends
on
with him,
Facebook. I don't know if he's on Facebook. He's
Fine.
definitely on. He's definitely on Instagram. He posts like all the time on Instagram. So
cool.
That's surprising.
yeah.
I find that shocking.
Well, cool. Anything fun happened to you guys during the lockdown? What have you guys been doing? I guess we already talked about that.
I'm in the Adirondacks, so we're like up in the mountains with nobody really around, so we've been able to go hiking and stuff and not run into anybody. That's kind of cool.
Rob, can you like pan your camera around and see that fancy place that you're staying?
Oh, that's all you need to
nice.
see
There
is
you
that.
go.
Look at that,
Yeah,
huh?
look at that hearth. It's a hearth.
Look at that nice hearth.
Nice.
Rob, do you treat this time in the woods like that movie A Quiet Place?
I haven't seen that movie.
That's a really good movie.
It's a great movie
What?
to bring lots of snacks into the theaters.
What do you mean by that?
Well, you'd have to see the movie.
Is that the one with the dude from The Office with
Mhm.
John Krasinski? Yeah,
He's cool.
gotcha. He does seem cool. Did you watch that positive news thing that he has?
No, I haven't watched that yet. I want to check that out.
It's pretty
Is it
cool,
It's
yeah.
really, it's pretty cool. Yeah,
He has Steve Carell on, which is cool.
That's
yeah.
awesome.
Anyways,
Chuck,
what
you-
about you guys? Anything cool with you
I heard
guys?
Luke. I heard Chuck had a story.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So I've been going on bike rides, and there's this really nice path that goes from my house and it goes all around Denver, and you can go down to like Washington Park. Anyways, I was on my bike and I was going under this really low overpass, and these two pigeons were there, and one took off and went out of the way, but the other one flew directly into my spokes and got stuck.
What?
And it dragged the thing around and broke its neck and flew it off to the side.
Wow.
Like, I was stopped and I looked at it and I was like, is it dead? And it's like, so dead. But like instant, such Mortal Kombat. Like, it went into my spokes, it grabbed its head, brought it around, and snapped its neck. It was insane.
I did not see that coming.
Yeah.
Right?
That reminds me of another story of when we were in Key West and Mikey threw an onion ring at a pigeon, and the onion ring landed around the pigeon's neck, and it just flew off with an onion ring.
So it freaked out. It was just like, oh my god, oh my god.
I've never seen anything like that. I feel so like that's the only thing in my life where I feel like that me and whoever else was there are the only people to ever witness that happening. Like, I don't know if anybody else has successfully thrown an onion ring around a pigeon's head before.
It's not likely.
There's a relatively small chance that's never happened. That might be the only time in history that that's happened, and I got to see it.
Speaking of that, we have the video from the first tour we ever went on from that tour. It's the spring tour 2010.
Oh, the Key West one?
Key West. We went.
That was the second tour we ever did, I think. Because
really?
the first one was with Josh Phillips.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
Second tour we ever did.
You want to watch it?
Yeah, we should watch that. That's a good time, that video. We made this. I don't even know. Did like Neil make it? Did you
Neil
make
probably
this?
made it.
I think so. The reason I'm pretty sure I made it is because there's some times where there's expletives, and I added the little beep.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
And then I would like change the pitch of it and also like throw it through some delays, like a dub track.
Yeah.
Like,
So
that
there's like a
sounds something
part
I do.
1 and a part 2. And the part 1, so like to give a little, backstory, we put at the time there was, like Mikey was also in the band, and it was 5 of us in my Honda Element we like bought a trailer for that tour, and we were stuffed in this Honda Element.
You'll see it in the video.
Yeah, it's in the video.
One person in the trunk. One person
Yeah.
had to be in the
The
trunk.
trunk was the best spot.
It was
The
pretty
trunk-
fun,
yeah,
yeah.
It was the best spot. Most
Yeah.
dangerous, most comfortable.
Try and play this. I think it's going to be on the right screen. You guys see that?
Spring tour. Yeah, Miami! 2010. Go!
We are so green in this.
So we're en route to buy our own trailer.
Hey, can we?
It's the one that we
I've heard
got is
complaints
a
that
bit
people
broken.
can't see the screen right now.
Yeah,
Should we-
I'm working on it.
Okay.
I have like so many monitors in front of me. It's not working. Sorry. Hold on.
Can they hear us?
Epic fail. Wait, they can't see
Yeah.
what screen? Only see Luke. Or do you need to rejoin?
Oh, we need to rejoin. Uh-oh.
No. I
Getting
think
booted?
I'm just in a different view. I think everybody's confused.
Luke, we can't see.
Everybody is definitely confused.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody's confused. Oh, I know what happened. Everybody.
say?
It's all good. It's all good. Everybody.
Everyone stay calm.
Okay, let's try this again.
Go try it again. I think Luke fixed it.
There's just
I'm
too
talking
many.
to Kari. Sorry.
There's too many problems going on here. Okay, how about
Too many
How about
problems.
now?
Kari says that the problem is fixed.
Yeah, Miami! 2010. Go! So we're en route to buy our own trailer. because
Never
the one
mind.
that we got is a little bit broken.
Can they hear us now?
No, it's coming. It's good.
Are we good?
The stream is very delayed, so if I fix a problem, they don't know about it for a while.
All right, I think it's back. People are happy. People are happy about this. I'm seeing a lot of likes. Now I can't hear the video. The video's on the stream, but
I'm not seeing any video.
I can't
right
hear it either.
Oh, sorry. There's too many windows.
now.
Now I can't see the video. There we go.
this motherfucker out. Who's the baddest?
Do you guys see it now?
Hell no.
Wow.
Oh, this
I
gets
think
good.
I think that's at like Mikey's parents' house on the golf course.
Yeah.
So
right?
Listen to this jam. Listen to this jam.
I'm gonna shit in your teeth.
I used to get feels on the bitch. Now I throw shields on the dick. Stop me from that HIV shit.
We got to tag Mikey. We got to get him in
Oh. Was that Harry Carey doing Biggie raps? Was that what that was? That was great. Oh, this is from Rybar.
Yep. So on this
Yeah.
tour, we played at this place in Athens, Georgia called the Rye Bar. We played there for two nights in a for two different 2-night runs. Like
So we did
a few
4
weeks
nights
apart.
there on one tour. Is that
4
what it
nights.
is?
We spent a lot of time in Athens, Georgia.
Yeah.
That's how they cracked the world.
Cracker Barrel changed.
Neil, do you make this?
I feel like I remember maybe working with Eli on it, but I think I did the most of it like in the freaking car.
Yeah, I feel like we had that like Zoom. It was like a Zoom.
Was
that
it?
blue
No,
Zoom
I remember
video.
it, like the blue little camera thing that was like
Yeah.
rectangular. I remember that thing.
Yeah.
Well, I just meant like the horse. Do you guys actually see that, or is it like stock footage?
Yeah, that was at Mikey's house.
Pinehurst, North Carolina.
Yeah.
Todd Elkin, I remember that. Beach one.
Oh, I had the worst haircut I've ever had in my life during this tour. I don't know if anybody remembers that. This is the last time I ever had short hair. You might catch some good shots of maybe the worst haircut that's ever been on anybody's head.
Pinehurst, North Carolina. These dudes suck at golf. I don't know why we're here. We don't belong. Here we are, suds and duds. Gonna do some laundry, drink some beer, across the street.
Luke, have you watched through all these or no?
No.
Nowhere.
I'm just worried we're gonna do something that we shouldn't be putting on
Well,
the
I mean,
internet.
it's on YouTube, so
I watched them. They're fine.
it's already been on
What-
the internet
what-
for 10 years.
Is this the Suds place across from the old Blind Tiger?
Yep.
Yeah.
The original Blind Tiger. Yeah.
And this is John Fristo's house. We should tell this story of this guy, John Frisco. Bro, you got the story?
It tells itself. There he is.
He is the man, first of all.
He's a great guitar player too.
Yeah.
He's a really great guitar player.
We used to always go down to Athens, Georgia and play there, and he would always cook us like amazing steak dinners. And
I've arrived at his house at 3 in the morning, and he comes out, or has been out, hanging out in his carport, lighting up the piece of hickory to smoke that steak. So good.
And
Wow.
he would make chocolate chicken. That was like his thing.
Wow, Rob,
Oh,
look
yeah.
at that haircut.
I know, it's bad.
God, all of us look horrible.
I look the same.
Yeah, Neil, you look identical. You got a few more
You have more
grays
gray hair
now.
now.
I'm wearing our own band's shirt at that meal. That's also bad call.
That hasn't changed.
Yeah.
No, he hasn't been doing that in the past couple months.
No,
Do that.
Kari has changed that for
But
you.
you rocked a Dopapod hoodie for like years.
John Bristol's house, steak and eggs. Oh! It's an old song.
John rips guitar.
Yeah, John Bristow used to be like friends with the Allman Brothers and like Hendrix and all these different people.
He used to be in the Beatles.
The other cool thing at his house was that it was this tiny little house, but he had like a giant Marshall stack and like and a full-size Leslie cabinet with like a Strat running through both of them at the same time. So I'd
Yeah.
always just sit in there and like play the Hendrix riff from like Live at the Fillmore, like Machine Gun. That was fun.
Sorry, it's my dog. That would be...
Eli, let's see your dog.
He just ran upstairs because Allison just got home.
Ooh.
But I gotta let him out. Hold on.
Chuck, are you watching the chat?
No, I can't see it right now. It's like stuck on your screen view.
Frank wants to know if you remember, or was it Frank? Someone wants to know if you remember hanging at. No, it was Todd hanging at Ocean Mist and going streaking in the ocean after that. Skinny dipping.
He just went to the hospital.
Doesn't sound
Why
like
are we at Wendy's?
I
at
would
this?
remember.
Dude, this was when Mikey's.
I'm on a lot of drugs.
Was this when Mikey went to the hospital and then
Yeah.
the second he got out, he got 2 Baconators from Wendy's?
That's exactly correct.
Back. We're chilling. Everybody's chilling.
This is the dub part.
He's got a damn smoothie, Chuck.
Is this choppy what you guys are watching?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Is
I
it
think
choppy
it is
for everybody
us,
else?
but not for them.
Okay.
No, the stream
Oh,
looks
look at
the
me.
stream looks good.
I'm back from the. Let's hit the road in Miami. Here we go. Yo, my. It's not really gonna. They should have seen the ball size I had yesterday.
Oh. Is this El Alamo bar in?
Tobacco
Road.
Oh.
This was like a lot of people and they didn't give us a PA. So we just had to like turn all our amps up like all the way. I don't know if anybody could even hear what we were playing.
Wow, did you see that transition? That was amazing.
Knobs.
Someone says the video's not choppy, but Rob's hair is.
Touche.
Your hair, huh?
So is this the like official Fish new album like
Pre-party?
party?
Yeah.
Right now, this is their new album.
Yeah, this is the new album, guys. We got it.
We've
early.
got a special copy of it, Fish's new album. We should have advertised as that. We'd have way more viewers.
That was
Wait,
part
is there-
one.
Fish is doing something?
Oh, all right. That was part one. That's it.
Can we watch
So-
part 2? I'm loving this.
I got to
Shoot
pull
is-
it up on YouTube, or do you want to save that for another time?
We could just go to part two. I mean, or we
I'm
could. I was
down.
thinking we could end this with part two.
I can hear Kari laughing at my haircut in the other room as we're doing this.
Do you guys want to take a few questions?
Yeah, let's take some questions.
Someone wants to know about your songwriting process over the years.
Well, for a long time, it was just I would make a demo on Reason, which a lot of people know. that's not
Propeller
real,
Heads
but-
Reason.
Yeah, and then we would like learn it, but then like really change it up and kind of make it. Everyone would add their own little like flair to it. And that was kind of the original way we started doing it. But I think over time, it's really become, especially recently for the, we have this new album in the works right now. It is very, very collaborative and it's cool. It's really cool. Like a lot of the songs are kind of starting out with just like, we went on like a camping trip after the Denver show and Rob was just at the campfire and he just was improvising a little thing like, oh, what is that? And then we like recorded that and then later like wrote a song around it. It's like a lot of the songs, that's how they started for like the new album that is coming out eventually. But I found for this whole thing, I went through my email like all the way back to 2009 and found like all these different demos from all throughout time. We have so many of them, and they're pretty hilarious. And
You want to hear one?
yeah,
I love
let's
all
play.
Yeah.
different versions, like slightly different melodies and bass lines and jams.
Yeah. Show them the knobs one. That's a perfect
Okay.
transition.
This one is called Windy Jam, which became Turning Knobs. I'm just going to leave our video up. Hopefully everybody can hear it.
And I can tell this story, which is always a classic. When we were playing this song in Worcester.
You guys hear it?
I don't hear it.
Oh, I think they hear it. Here, hold on. I got to do the screen share thing.
I want to hear it though. I don't know.
Yeah, no, you're good. Yeah, hold on.
Okay.
The reason that this song is called Turning Knobs is because we were playing in Worcester, and afterwards, this guy came up to me. He's like, "Dude, I was watching on those keyboards, palms down, turning knobs," and that is why it's called that.
Okay.
Turning knobs, guy.
Well, hey, why don't we do a deep dive here? We'll listen to the demo, and then Rob, you can maybe show us. You got your guitar, right? Show us some parts.
I'm missing a high E string, but yes, I have a guitar.
Okay, did you guys hear the beginning there?
No.
You don't hear that?
Nah, I think you got to do the screen thing.
Oh, sorry. God damn it.
Oh yeah.
Kind of a cool groove, right?
How to play this song.
Wow.
Wow, Luke, are you doing lights right now?
Fuck yeah.
Holy shit.
I actually, in our kitchen right now, I have a disco ball going. I don't know if you can tell.
I can't tell. I have.
Yeah, all right.
Oh.
See, like, I wrote this in Reason, like, typed in the notes, but, like, obviously, once everyone learns it, we play it, it, like, works.
Do you still have this file, Eli?
Yeah, Neil pulled it up.
I have it.
Yeah. Joshua, they do still have this file.
Should we tell them about my idea I had last night? Maybe we should wait on that.
No, not yet.
I don't even know what you're talking about. It's flute sound.
Ocarina of Time.
It's Ocarina.
This is the song where I was like, oh, this band's doing something different.
Somebody on earlier I put a post up on Dopapod asking if anyone had like any questions.
Oh,
What it sound like? What that sounds like versus what it ended up sounding like. It sounds like I just barely learned my guitar part completely wrong from that demo. It's really, I don't know how it ended up being what it is when it was that originally. It's funny.
So Justin Towell asked, I'd like to hear from one of you guys about the first gig that truly made you realize you guys were building something special, whether it was due to the crowd size in an unexpected market, the energy in the room, adding members to the team, or just a flawless show. It'd be cool to hear about one of the first times you guys walked off stage and all thought, holy shit, people really dig this and you might be onto something. What do you guys think?
I can think of a couple little moments. Luke might actually be the best person to
I was
ask
just gonna
about
say,
it.
I think I have a good answer for that. I
You-
mean, I
you
think
go
we all
first.
know
Luke's first show, that one.
well, both of my first shows, because I think what you're talking about is Harper's Ferry, but my actual first show was the house party in Alston at that loft space that got shut
that got
down,
busted?
like
Yeah.
in the third
Yeah.
song. And I there was like a little 3-channel mixer back there, and I would walk back there when there was no one back there. I'd be like, dude, I gotta make this band sound better, you know? And then it got shut down. And then the next big event, I think, would be Harper's Ferry.
That was the next Boston show we played after that got
Yes,
shut down. And I
yeah.
think when that got shut down, because that was like a packed warehouse party and it got shut down and we were like kind of bummed. But then we were all like kind of like, I think this is going to work in our favor when we play at Harper's Ferry.
Oh yeah,
like
because the
next
hype
month or
was
however-
the hype was big. Yeah.
However much it was.
Didn't
And
I
then-
sing that what the hell's that band? Modest Mouse song?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. This
Shit,
plane is definitely
singing.
Yeah.
I think for
That's
some
true.
reason though, that song, like we definitely played it at that show, but it's not on the archive recording for some reason. Like I don't
Yeah.
know why.
Something.
Oh, maybe
was
we.
afoot.
I don't know, because I released that archive recording and we mixed it down from the multi-track, so we might have been like, let's not put that out. I don't know. Who knows?
I
That was,
think
that show that Luke just said wasn't what I was thinking, but I think that's the best. That's the first time where I was like, "Whoa, there's people here," you know.
Well, the other
Like,
one I was gonna say was I wasn't at would have been was it All Good, like the first show with Neil on drums. That I
Oh,
remember.
Mountain-
I remember
Mountain Jam.
hearing Mountain Jam. I remember hearing that was like a pretty big night in the band's career.
Yeah.
That was crazy. That's
Yeah.
when I used Chuck's bass amp for a bass drum microphone.
That
Oh,
blew
yeah.
my mind.
oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, we were trying to figure out how to amplify Neil's kick drum, and ultimately the sub kick is this exact same thing. But we took my bass cab and we put it in front of his kick drum, and we just routed the speaker cable out in A. And I mean, to be fair, if you did that now, I still wouldn't believe that worked. But
Your jacket is now dry.
now dry.
Guys, I think we should stop before 9 because everyone's gonna go to the fish. But hey, everyone
Who cares?
watching this, would you be down to watch this again if we did it again?
We're gonna
'cause
do
we
it
have-
again.
We have way
Smash
more.
that angry button
Yeah,
if you want us
smash
to do it again.
Yeah, angry button
Smash
only.
that
Smash
teardrop.
the angry button.
Angry button.
Smash the angry button.
So wait, I was interested to hear. Does anybody else have any of those? Like a show that sticks out as the first time where it kind of like didn't just feel like it was a gig? Because we were all in like 5 other bands at the same time to be like, I got a gig with this band tonight. But the first time where it felt like a band and not a gig.
I mean, we
I
did
guess that-
so many like house parties and like renegade sets, and all those things really felt. But I feel like the Paradise show, or no, the Middle East downstairs. It's funny that they're all Boston shows, but the Middle East downstairs and then the Paradise show. Like I feel like it kept kind of building and growing, and it was like it felt very special. It was cool.
I can't think of a show, but I remember the first time that we were playing in Oneonta and like somebody told me they were like, yeah, like to me it was still just like we were playing like Ain't It Funky or whatever. What am I skipping or glitching? or
No,
something?
people are smashing the
Smashing the angry button.
Yeah, smash that angry button.
Why are they hitting the angry button?
Because we told
Because
them
I
to.
told them to.
Neil
If
told me.
anybody is ever out there and they're doing a live stream and they start to see a barrage of angry buttons, that's me, and that means I love you. So just so you know.
Anyway, continue, Rob.
Oh, there's not much to it, but it was really early on. But some guy was like, he was like, man, it feels like you guys really like like have something special. Like it doesn't just feel like a bunch of guys. It feels like a band. And I didn't think of that yet. So I was like, really? Like I thought he was kind of nuts, you know?
Wait, Luke.
What's
I'm sorry to interrupt. Dave Peck just had a great idea. I'd rather listen to the new Fish with you guys than with.
Oh yeah, he wants us to hijack the stream.
But
I can definitely
will
do
we
that.
get taken down though? Will we get taken down?
I mean, it
No,
maybe
yeah,
won't.
You never. History wasn't made by people following.
No, we're hyping the Fish album. I mean, I don't know. Would we? Maybe.
Dude,
Okay.
Let's
pretty-
do it.
it's pretty funny.
Let's put on the Fish album.
What if
after
we don't?
this at 9.
Wait, what if we don't like it? Is that what you're gonna say?
Yeah.
I mean-
It's my favorite band ever, but I don't, you know, who knows? I don't know.
Hey, what beers are we all drinking? That's my question.
Are we allowed to say that?
Hell yeah.
Tequila.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're definitely allowed to say that.
Oh, Sierra Nevada Torpedo.
Can we cheers each other at the same time?
Oh, that's cool. Look at this.
Here
we go.
Two
I'm
cups.
drinking out of my wizard. It's complicated being a wizard Burlington beer cup,
Ah.
Oh,
given
nice.
to me by none other than Dave Peck, MK Devo.
Nice.
Are you guys seeing this?
What?
What?
Oh.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, dude. That's like a Coors Lighter.
It's like Terminator and
Whoa.
Rockies. This is what is up.
Whoa! And it's Coors Light. That's cool.
I know.
Should we play the Spring Tour Part 2? And then
Yeah, I would love to. I would love to see that. Yeah.
Okay, I got that.
How long is that one?
That one I got to do it on YouTube.
Can you do that?
Is that the
While
one
you're
with?
doing that? While you're doing that, I could ask another one of these questions.
Wait,
Is
no,
that-
let's do
Yeah,
that.
yeah, do that.
I need to excuse myself and use the restroom. I'll be back in a moment.
Chuck's got to use the little boys' room.
Is this the one with not our audio?
No,
It
this
should-
is still our audio.
What's that one that you showed the other day that had some weird like fiddle?
Oh no, that's a different thing. It's a different thing.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wait. Let's show them the Faba demo real quick.
I can't. Man, I can't even play it
It's
without.
short.
I need a high E string.
Okay, Faba
Is
demo.
it a short demo?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's short. It's
Okay.
short,
I like-
pretty horrible, but awesome.
I like that. I have
Screen
like.
share.
Have you guys? I mean, I know Eli has, but has anybody else heard these, or are they about to be as surprised as I am?
Eli, what's it called?
It's called Chippy. Wait, let me see.
Chippy's Beard.
It was called Chippy's Beard,
Yeah, I got that.
Terrible name.
but I think in there it might be no. Luke, wait. On there, it's going to be called Brooklyn.
I mean, I have Chippy's beard. Is that not what you want to
Yeah,
hear?
that is the debut of that.
Oh no! Let's listen to the demo.
No,
That's
the
the first
debut of Faba is Rochester at Dublin
It's
Underground.
the Rochester recording of Faba. That's the first time we ever played it.
Cool. Nice.
So what's the demo called?
It's called Brooklyn Jam. Because I was staying at
Not
Taylor
Brooklyn
Shells.
Jam 2.
Brooklyn Jam. I think
Oh,
just
you
the
know
first
what?
one.
Okay, yeah, the first one, because 2 is a little segment that was like later in the demo that was really cool. Maybe we can pull it up, but
Yeah, we can
do-
play
do
2
the first
after
one.
maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. This
You
is
guys ready for this?
the Faba demo.
Oh, cool.
Hammered dulcimer.
I wrote that in Taylor Shell's apartment, bass player for Turquoise. I was in his apartment, and that's all there is to that story.
Wow.
Play the second part.
We changed a lot.
Is that Brooklyn Jam
Yeah.
2?
I think that's a perfect example of what I'm saying. I would like write the melody and whatever, but it sounds like shit. And then we would learn it, and it was cool.
Well, we would add a ton of shit though.
Yeah, you
like,
gotta put
that's
that,
what-
yeah,
yeah.
band filter.
like
yeah,
none of the.
okay.
Yeah, that was all the band, like, in a room writing.
Yeah.
Luke,
Yeah.
don't screen share yet. I have something. I need to do something. Oh, you just did. How do I unscreen share you?
I don't think you can.
What
Ooh, I
What
can
do
it,
you
I can
want to
it.
do?
I just need. Okay, it's fine.
Okay, can I play this?
Yeah, go for
Yeah.
it.
This is sounding like some J Dilla.
Did some of this become Faba?
I don't think it ever did, but like I found this in that demo. I was like, oh, that's nasty. What the hell?
We
is that?
should.
It kind of reminds me of like one of the Lettuce tunes that has like
Oh
It
yeah.
does.
that like super behind like Dilla thing that the bass is doing that's like really behind the beat. Dum bum 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 bum. It's a specific song that I don't know the name of.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
We were probably
yeah.
jamming that at the time. You know?
Probably.
This
We were
is-
listening to
I
that
was
a
all
lot.
about that shit at the time. Hey, this is the perfect time to do part 2 and then say goodbye for now because Fish is
Yeah.
about to start. And
Hold on. Don't screen share. I have something really important to do.
I don't know what
Oh,
you mean
no.
by don't screen share.
Like when you screen share,
When Chuck says that, that makes me really nervous. Like, what does he
But
have planned?
they can still see you. Just because you can't see you doesn't mean they
I
can't
know,
see
but when
you.
you screen share, it takes over my entire computer.
Oh, I gotcha.
I know Kunj is probably texting me right now, like, don't do it. Don't do it. I'm not going to do it. You think I'm going to do it.
Freak out, man!
Here we go.
And you're going.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Ah, it's still not perfect.
It's not cropped. It's not cropped. Here, Chuck,
Oh.
talk.
Is
and it'll
Nick-
put. Can I pin
Chuck.
you? Hold on,
Here.
I'll pin you. There you go. Yeah, we can't see his eyes.
It works better on my. It's still fine. I'm gonna keep it like this. I don't mind it.
Is Nick watching right now?
You're
Nick
damn
Girl,
right
like
he is.
everybody. He was. I don't
Only
know if he
done
still
one
is.
gig when Nick wasn't there, I think.
Nick, I'm thinking of making a nice vest. What do you think?
Okay, so spring
So I think
tour.
we're gonna play this video, which is it's gonna go over the end of the hour, but
Yeah, we
it's
should-
fine.
be here for a little
It's
bit.
7 minutes. If I start it right now,
Whatever. The people who really want to stay, they can stay.
I mean,
Yeah,
I'm
people
judging
can
you.
watch this later too. So.
I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
I don't want to. I want to listen to a new album in my headphones by myself. I don't want to like live stream it. So,
Yeah,
I'm sure there are other
Watch
people like
this,
me.
and then we'll say goodbye.
Okay,
Or it's an
so
April Fool's joke and there is no
There's
new
a new
album.
screen
Metallica
share
album coming out tonight,
3.
Hmm.
Okay, you guys got
And I
it?
just want to say real quick, huge thank you to everybody that sent us money for the last live stream we did. That was incredible. So many people hooked us up. Thank you. And to everyone that
Don't-
has sent today, thank you so much.
Don't be shy. You know, smash that Venmo button. You know, we
Yeah,
are
I mean,
broke.
everybody's- Everybody's hurting right now, so don't feel like obligated, obviously.
But some people still have jobs. We do not. So
Yeah, but we got each other. We got each other's friendship.
all right, here we go.
Send
This
me
is
some friendship on Venmo, Eli.
yes. I could
Yeah.
use some friendship to buy
Smash
some more
that
toilet
friendship
paper.
button.
Here-
My rent this month actually costs 5 friendships.
5
So
friends.
that's good. Perfect.
All right, this is the spring tour part 2. I'm gonna keep the volume a little lower so we can talk better.
Oh, and this is the Bats in the
Bats
Cave
demo.
demo.
Oh yeah.
Eli, do you remember that we were driving down there and we came up with the perfect name for that song? and then we forgot what it was?
No, I do not at all.
Dude,
I don't
we
remember
came
at
up with the best name, and then we forgot.
all. So this now is in Key West. That was the whole reason we did this tour, is that Neil got like a week worth of shows at El Alamo Bar in Key West with this guy outside that he was selling $1 beers.
With like runny, sweaty clown makeup on.
Yeah.
He's in the video.
Yeah.
You'll see him very
Yeah, he's in
briefly.
there for a second.
What was that?
Eli,
I
do
think
you-
we're hearing it all messed up.
Eli, I remember like we went on like somebody's boat to go like snorkeling.
That's in
Oh,
here.
yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, I don't want to go snorkeling, and you were like, come on, man, when are you gonna get to do that again? And I was like, the next time we come to Key West, and you were like, I like that attitude, man.
Yeah, we never
And
did.
we haven't been back to Key West since.
I've been trying to propose this for years, but we should do a boob run down in Key West.
Yeah, we should. Ooh, listen to that snare.
I mean, I don't see why you can't just do a Dopapod run. It's not like you're gonna get any radius clause down there.
Yeah, but boob in Key West, that's, I don't know.
Oh, Babaluba! Remember
Babaluba,
this
this
tune?
is a song we never play anymore. This was one of the old ones.
I teased it at a few shows.
Yeah,
I teased
I
it like
remember
a few shows back, and Neil was like, that's a song. What is that? And I was like, Babaluba.
Yeah. And it's called Babaluba because we used to call Mikey Babaluba Karuba.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, if and when we do this again, we should invite some friends on the show.
Yeah, I agree.
We should just do this every week. Why not? What else?
Yeah.
we gonna do? Something tells me we're gonna be stuck at home for a very long time.
Yeah. That's when I used to use a wah pedal on the Moog.
Oh, dude.
I like it. That's good.
Should I start doing that again?
Yeah, dude, do that.
2 wah pedals.
Man, I'm so glad Nick Gerlach wasn't on this gig.
She would be thriving and dying at the same time.
Look at that fucking
Wow,
hat.
Rob, you look 12.
Wow, bro.
Yeah. There you have it, man.
This right here is a cinematic sequence.
Oh, wait.
Right through that stop sign.
Bro, you should explain right now what these are.
It's too long of a story.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what.
Can't explain that.
Just let me know if you want one.
I just lost the game really, really hard.
Oh.
But I'll tell you what, I'm about to get a bunch of these in this video.
That's what I'm saying.
This is also the tour where Chuck fucked up his leg from longboarding. Remember that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This video is me holding on to Chuck's scooter, riding my skateboard.
Oh, you're getting more of these.
Dude, so many of these. I'm about to get a garbage bag of these.
Like, this is arguably the most fun we'll ever have as a band. This
No
time.
way.
I mean,
Oh, it got way funner than this. I
Yeah.
think, yeah.
Not like 2017 fun, if you know what I mean.
That was raging.
2017 in Raleigh. Woo!
It's weird for me because this is like the only tour I didn't do, so
bag full of these.
this is like another reality.
Ooh.
Here's the guy.
Oh yeah, I can.
Here's.
Wow, you're back.
Did you see that? That was amazing.
Yo, sick at it, dude.
So maybe we can answer one more question while this is happening.
Yeah.
Have you guys, Ben Smith wants to know, have you guys seen Boogie Nights and what are your thoughts on the film?
It's one of my
Great
favorite
film.
movies. I think it is a perfect film.
I agree. I love that movie.
Yeah.
Chuck, Jeremiah Diamico. Sorry. Is it? Was Chuck riding a Razor scooter wearing a Borat thong during Josie out Jam of the River his idea?
Yes. It was definitely my idea.
Definitely
I think
Chuck's idea.
I showed up with the scooter in my underwear, and I think Eli, you were probably like, "What the hell are you guys?"
Yeah.
Oh, one of you guys were like, "What?" What are you doing?"
Neil, do you remember when we were down in Key West and you drank a bunch of Jägermeister shots and like walked through a screen door and broke the screen door?
Well, the thing is that I don't remember that. But
Maybe it was Mikey.
no, I did that. Actually, I
Okay.
did it twice. Just so you know.
Okay. God, I look like an asshole.
All right, how about Hunter Ponyboy Young? What's your favorite April Fool's prank you pulled or had pulled on you? Luke, you should tell him yours.
I just had a really successful post one year where I was like, look guys, I've really appreciated my time with the band, but I've been offered a job at Skywalker Sound or Lucasfilm, or I'm going to go do lighting for the next Star Wars movie, because this is right before the new ones came out. And I think everybody, I think even my brother texted me, and he works in Hollywood. He's like, dude, what, why didn't you tell me? And I was like, dude, April Fools.
Luke, I can think of another April Fool's status that you put up where you said that Mike Gordon sat in with Mondo Gecko,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
and I believed it. I was like, what? No way.
Oh, yeah. I like poorly photoshopped him into a shot of us on stage.
Wait.
So,
I
hey,
don't
Luke.
think people could hear Chuck. On
Yeah,
that last.
rewind that. Well, pull
Rewind that.
Wait,
This
what
is
did I
some
say?
classic. Some
Here we go.
classic
Some-
Chuck.
Fuck.
Here we go. Full
stuff.
volume
Oh,
here.
God. What the hell did I say?
Chickily frock snuck, tickling an owl.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
was
yeah,
great.
I mean, should we call it?
Yeah, man.
Well, thanks for tuning in, everybody.
Yeah, we got a
Thank
lot
you
of
so much.
other cool stuff in the following episodes.
We'll be
so
back
Yeah.
next week, same time.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
All
I
right,
mean,
cool.
I don't know. I got a lot of
Smash that
things going
angry
on
button.
next week that. I'm sorry.
We got. I mean, Luke's going on the pumpkin store, so he can't.
Oh yeah,
come, but-
totally. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Next week. It happens next week. All right, we're signing off here from all over
Thank
the
you.
country.
Thanks to everybody for your generous donations and your support, and we love you. And we'll see you soon.
Make sure you check out Nick Gerlach. He'll be at every next gig you go to, whenever those happen again.
Yep.